Hey guys, this
No
is
problem.
Jeet, your best friend in the business, and today I'm so excited to introduce to you Firas Alameh from Team Up Media. He's a long-term associate and ace marketer from Canada who has brought to the market several products very successfully. Firas has done millions of dollars in sales so far, as I know, and I'm so excited to approach him to talk to him today and get to you how he gets products to the market and how he makes really successful businesses out of businesses that have that are just new or that haven't done so well in the past. So Firas, welcome to the show, and I'm so glad to have you.
Welcome. Thank you for having me, Cyril. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm very excited to discuss how I actually built the whole business. Usually, one of the things, as you mentioned, we've met before, right? And that's one of the good things in the market. You have to have connections and you have to go meet people at different marketing events. That's where the magic happens. That's where opportunities come in. And I'm the kind of guy which is a social flair, basically. I get to know a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, and I don't ignore my business. So communication is key for me. Uh, we've done over 35 products since 2014, and they're all successful. How we grow them with ads as well. Recently, like 3 years ago, I entered the social media game, and as well, I have a partnership outside the softwares with Tyler Wise. He has over 1.3 million followers on Instagram, 300K on
Wow.
TikTok. With high ticket affiliate marketing, and we've built a partnership, me and him, and it's crazy. We're teaching people how to grow organically on Insta, TikTok, Facebook, etc., and then selling programs, high ticket programs, by doing nothing, just growing the audience, getting them through the funnel, and we do the selling.
Wow, this
Simple.
is the end of the business that I didn't know about. So you are not just in products now, you've also set up a coaching program. Is it a coaching program where you teach people how to scale up social media like your friend and partner and get it to that kind of height? Is that right?
Exactly.
Wow,
100%.
that's
Yes.
amazing. That's amazing. And I'm sure we'll talk about it a little more in a little bit later. But first, I want to know, Firas, you have successfully launched, brought to the market 35 different products in the market, and they're all successful, like you said. I've seen some of them, and I know that they are quite a success. So here's the thing. How do you actually identify the products that you want to sell? I'm sure you get approached a lot. You get a lot of offers to promote a product or tie up to market a product. What exactly are you looking for to when you bring a product to the market?
First of all, given being in the market for over 10 years now, I can identify good developers from bad developers, right? I've been a while, so I accumulated the experience. So there's a limited amount of people. Second of all, I look at the product if it actually helps our end consumer. So if it helps me, it's gonna help them. And the functionalities, like as you know, there's bugs, there's etc. So we go through detail and we take a decision based on that and the features that could put this software above the competitors out there with pricing, features, different updates. So that's how I take my decisions usually, and especially the reputation of the developer for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. This is a very good test. If it helps me, it can help everyone else. I actually think I do some of that myself when I build a product because I usually build my own products too. So that's a really good test. And I think a lot of people make that mistake. They look for products and they tie up and promote a product or even build a product without thinking about can it change the customer's life? Will it actually have an impact? It's just because an idea sounds flashy, they would do that. Uh, Now, the second thing I want to ask you, and I just heard you say it, you are also creating products that are alternatives or marketing products that are alternatives to the market leaders. And when you have such a product that is, competing with a very well-established brand, what do you think about that? Like, is there something, you do to make it viable, for the customers so that the customers will actually pick it up? What exactly is your mindset when you take a competing product to the market that's fresh against a market leader? What do you do about that?
Well, we usually release it first of all on an affiliate network. That's the first thing we do because aside from actually spending on the product and there's servers, etc., we try to get that funding back and then we scale with ads. So obviously we work with an agency that has the audience, the pixels, everything else with their own accounts. They kickstart and do what they do best, and we keep growing it. Plus, we got recurring in our products as well. So when we have a really good feature that they need, really like they must have, we put a small recurring fee on it, so it keeps, so we keep giving the best quality product to our customers and keep upgrading, even giving them the done for you stuff, right? Every single month. That's
So
how we do it.
it's not just a product, you actually build a service around it. And I think that's a great idea because if you talk about the established brands, I'm not going to name any names because it's impolite, but most of these brands are quite impersonal. They don't connect with the audience, they don't talk to the audience, and you can just buy the product. Pretty much that's the end of the relationship. But if you add up, like, you are a service layer on the top, like, this is the product, but here, let me help you solve the problem. And this is a problem, this is a phenomena that we have in our market. People buy a product, but they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to make it work. And if you're adding a little bit of that, a done for you element, I'm sure it's a no brainer. It really does help you. And of course, it helps you get regular, customers who will be your customers for life, who can pay a recurring sum. So that's a great way to, I think, put a new product in the market, introduce it, and make it successful.
Exactly. And not only that, we add webinars as well onto the game because it's important for people to actually see our software demo and our interaction and know us, even if it's not live, like a semi-live. We always put the replay on our pages so that people can actually see what they're buying before buying it. So right now, if you go on one of our sales pages, you will see join the webinar. You'll go in, stay for an hour and a half, watch it from A to Z, and then take a wise decision, like a calculated decision, basically. Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Actually, I am learning from the market that webinars have been very successful in helping a lot of products come to the market. A lot of new products have been launched successfully using the webinar. I personally haven't done a lot of webinars, but I know that you have probably done dozens or maybe even more than that. In an average week, you must be like on a new webinar every week or something like that or more.
Exactly. Like I have webinars even through our releases. Sometimes in a day, I have 4 webinars one day,
Wow.
especially the first day. Yeah, and then we schedule lots of webinars for a week, and plus I have webinars for my academy as well. Like on the 30th, I have a webinar for my academy. It's just constant webinars, but it's good because the audience gets to know you, gets to trust you, and gets to know what they're getting into. Instead of like looking at the fact on the page, when they can ask you a question live, it's different. Yeah.
So okay, I want to ask you, a lot of audience that'll be watching this podcast might be some people who want to get into stuff like this, who want to face the camera. Like, I can tell you personally, I'm 43. It took me a long time to get to the stage when I can actually face the camera. I can talk to you. I've always been
Yeah.
quite shy. I have never been in public, and you have overcome that challenge too. You do a lot of webinars every day. Do you want to give any tips about how to develop the mindset or what people can do to get into this game, to build a webinar or to create or to get out there and speak?
That's a great question because I was like you. I was like, oh, how do I go out live right now and talk to these people live, respond to them live, etc. It took some practice, but the more you practice, every webinar you get better, you get faster on basically picking up the ideas you want to say and how to answer those ideas. It took me like the first webinar was a bit tough. The second webinar was easier, and then it picks up. Even your accent gets better. You know what I mean? As you talk and as you actually watch other people. Like I know someone called Rahim Farouni. He's really good at actually hosting a webinar and engaging the audience. So the more you hear him out and you engage with him on the live webinar, the better you get, basically. Even with social media reels, like at the beginning, you're shooting a video and how do I shoot that? And again, then edit, cut, blah, blah, blah. But then you come to an idea that is super easy. You just put the phone right here in a certain position. You have a good mic, like that mic, for example, costed like $30, a good mic.
Wow.
You put it right here, you have clear sound, and that's it. And you've got like effects, etc. Done. Simple. It takes just some practice. Like if you do it every day, in 30 days, you're a pro.
Well, that you're saying with so much conviction, I'm sure people who are on the edge might be pushed to get into the game and make a video or make a webinar of their own. And I do agree. This is a great tip. You gotta get started, people. If you get started, you get one foot out there and you make some content, whether it's a webinar or whether it's a social media reel, whatever you have got going or whatever you want to do. You gotta get started. You gotta take the first step and then learn from the mistakes, learn from what you get, the feedback of the audience, and from then on you can do better. I do know, in fact, that you have recently launched a new product for social media. It's called Viral Dashboard, and I actually made a review about it, guys. If you want to see the review, There is the video is on this channel. You can find the link in the description too. You can take a look. And this product is actually a complete social media dashboard that will automate your entire social media marketing. It's got all the social media channels integrated. That means Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, everything is there. You can schedule posts, you can find content. There is a lot of content discovery too. You can find images, quotes, GIFs, anything. It's got AI inbuilt. So pretty powerful product. Do you want to talk to us about it? How did you come across the product? What's your mindset, behind this? Who are you trying to help with this? Who can use this product?
Everybody. Now, we came upon Viral Dashboard 3 years ago, 3 years and a half ago. We had version one. And then obviously we're like almost 4 years in, and Viral Dashboard is here. We've got over 15, 16,000 users right now that use it. And we keep releasing new features. This release was huge. We added Telegram, as you mentioned. We added a designer, like a mini Canva within the system, so people don't have to go and pay subscriptions for Canva or other softwares to do the designs. So everything is integrated. People are excited about it, and yeah, it's crazy. Now, why we created it? Because we need automation in social media. Uh, Even Tyler Wise, my partner, uses it because it actually automates the whole process. Now, okay, sometimes he shoots videos, but some other stuff he's releasing content, right, with codes, etc. Blah blah blah. So we built that with an AI that generates a 30-day calendar for you, and you can generate like 12 calendars for a year. So say Jan, Feb, March, April, until December, and it will pump out that content without you touching it. Now, another thing we integrate in the system is a notification system, because sometimes with social media, say you connect Instagram, after 2 months, sometimes the API kind of breaks. So it will notify you to reconnect it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because if you're not notified after 2 months, it will not post. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, why is it not posting? So now it notifies you, please reconnect. So we
Right.
did everything from A to Z so that it helps them. It keeps popping up organic traffic. And plus, with our AI, we made sure that the system pumps up maximum 3 to 5 hashtags, because something we learned as well with hashtags is the fact that when you stuff hashtags, you look spammy to the algorithm, with Insta,
Right.
Facebook. It doesn't push your content out organically. So it has to be 3 to 5 related hashtags, and that's it. Yeah.
So you're actually upgrading Viral Dashboard regularly based on the algorithm as it changes, based on the latest good practices in social media, and making sure that this dashboard or this software always gets your customer or gets the user out there in a manner that is okay for the social media, websites, and you don't violate any terms, and you're always getting the organic reach. Is that right?
Exactly. Yes, that's right.
That's amazing, because I know, even if you are a human being, because I actually have a lot of social media accounts. The YouTube, of course, people are watching this on YouTube probably, and YouTube is one of
Right.
them. But I do have a presence everywhere, and it's so hard to track things. The rules are changing so fast. Like Instagram is one day, like you said, it's okay to put in a lot of hashtags, and the next week you can put in more hashtags. So you should just have one or two or three, and pretty much the rules are changing all the time. And if you're using the dashboard, it makes it easier, because you don't have to think about so many things. You don't have to be constantly in touch with what's happening. You can just use the dashboard and pump content out. And it's got AI, so you can actually create content, with AI. I saw that it's got hashtags, but it also has things like polls and quizzes. It can do that on auto. So that's a good thing, because you don't have to sit down and figure out by yourself. So the product
Exactly.
is actually pretty solid, like you said. I took it for a spin, and there were a couple of things that I noticed. I think while it was the new version was being uploaded, something
Yeah.
was going on, and I gave the feedback to the team, and they were very prompt in fixing it. So I know that it's backed by a pretty strong development team with a strong history and promptness. And I actually took the designer for the spin too. And guys, I want to tell you the designer is good for promotional posts. Now, you can use content discovery like GIFs and quotes and images and videos inside of Viral Dashboard to find content that you want to push out. And you can use the designer to create promotional posts. I actually saw the post in there, and it's got a lot of designs. You can just click and modify them and make them your own. And it got a lot of niches. So no matter whether you are in tourism or health, whatever niche you are in, you can quickly find a post. You can put your name, put your offer in there, and get it out there. That's a good tool. Actually, the designer is a pretty hot tool. I do agree with you.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanna
And it works. It works for any niche, even a non-profit organization. Anything.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You wanna tell us about the special offer you have now? Like, I think it's a lifetime offer only for now. This sale.
Yes, we got it until the 30th of December, so right before New Year's. It's like Christmas end of year special. And we have a whole package with bonuses packed with it just for people that can buy it with from since the release 26 until the 30th. That's it. We've got a coupon code special as well throughout that will be removed after the 30th, plus the price will go upwards by $100 right now until the beginning of the year. Then it's going to go recurring. Yes.
Yeah, the coupon code, by the way, is in the review site that I built, and you can find the link to that in the description. So you can easily find the coupon code. Don't miss it, guys. It's a $50 coupon if you buy the bundle, and that's quite a lot of savings, especially when you think that it's a lifetime app. You won't have to pay for it again, and usually that's quite rare, especially with a well-maintained app. Viral Dashboard has been around for 4 years. That means it's been maintained, it's been taken care of, it's always getting new features. So it's like a no-brainer to grab a lifetime on this kind of tool. So definitely go check it out. The link is in the description along with my some of my special bonuses, so you can check those out too. And one thing I want to say here, Firas is like you shared, already involved in a lot of social media. You want to tell us a little bit about that? What exactly have you achieved there? What exactly are your plans, and what are you trying to do with this? I know it's relevant because when a social media marketer, an ace marketer like you, who's done like millions, who's got millions of followers all across social media, creates a product, it's coming with a lot of learning. It's coming with a lot of insight. So I do want to know what you've already done, and also add to it if you can. If somebody was starting now, how should they go ahead? Maybe some tips to build something like that.
Man, first of all, I suggest always to open an Instagram, Facebook, attach Facebook with Insta. So whenever you post on Insta, it posts right away on Facebook, your profile on a Facebook page, as well TikTok. It's huge. I don't know why people wouldn't go into TikTok. It made a lot of people through Corona, COVID-19 until now millionaires, literally millionaires.
Wow.
And then you got YouTube, and YouTube is very important for podcasts, for example, right, and meetings like that, because it gives a lot of information, like the information we're giving your audience right now. So it's very important to build those four different pages: Insta, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. For me personally, with the automation with Vital Dashboard, that's where it's going to help you pump out unique content all the time, every day, because social media is platforms that you need to be there every single day. Like, you can't miss a day. You need to pump out the content, that's how algorithm reads your niche and pumps your videos and your content to people that are interested and searching for it, right? Like, as you see on YouTube, when you watch, say, something about marketing, then you get related videos from other people about marketing, and then you see them. So it suggests for you different. Example, TikTok. If you're watching food, like, burgers, blah blah blah, steak, etc., then you see that TikTok is pushing other people that create steak or blah blah blah, and you keep watching them. If you love seafood, it shows you seafood all the time. So the more content Vital Dashboard will push for you, it will bring the right following that wants that content, want to consume that content, and then that builds trust with you, and then you can sell them an offer compatible with the audience you have, right? So, like, when you see someone that has a steak channel, he would sell knives, the steak knife, right? And he would make a lot of sales. Then he has 100K followers, 200,000 followers, and he starts making money out of knives.
Awesome, awesome. Firas, you've already worked with a lot of students, haven't you?
Yes.
Do you wanna tell us how much time does it typically take for a newbie to come in? Like, if I started something new today without any background or any kind of expertise, how much time should I expect to get to my first milestone, and what kind of milestone would that be? Like, what am I looking for? The reason I'm asking you this question is because I do get a lot of messages from people who started out and who are losing kind of like enthusiasm. Some of them are in just a week and they're already losing enthusiasm. So I want to hear it from an expert. Like, what should you wait for?
Realistically, you need 4 to 6 weeks to start to pick up and see the first dollar and the first accumulation of followers. It's not magic. It's not like you're going to start today and boom, it's not an overnight thing. I'm being realistic with you. So it takes 4 to 6 weeks of consistency, and then boom, there's a turnaround where you're like, wow, notifications, you're getting followers all the time. You know what I mean? It booms right away, and then that gives you the motivation to continue and produce even more content, right? So if you're dropping, like, say, one video a day or one post a day, now you want to do two, and you're happy because that's bringing you a lot of followers, and you're making a sale. A high ticket sale is $1,500. $1,000 to $1,500. Imagine, like, if you accumulate only 4 sales, that's $6,000 a month. You quit your job right away. You know what I mean? And sitting
Right.
at home just making videos.
Right. Just to clarify, guys, Firas is talking about affiliate marketing. I know there are lots of models to earn from social media. Some of the people are making money through monetization, like YouTube monetization, and we often can do well with affiliate marketing too. I do a lot of affiliate marketing personally. This is a video like that too, and you can make more money from affiliate marketing than from monetization, because the difference is now you're not showing an ad, now you're actually making the sale. So you are at the end the guy who makes the sale, who sells the product and makes the money on that. So definitely, in my opinion, it's quite a good model. Firas, now we've been talking about a video a day, and I would I would like to say that, just to clarify, guys, that means short videos. It's not impossible for you to create short videos, one a day. Typically what you could do is you can sit down and create like a bunch, like create 5 or 6, talk about the topics, what you want to talk about, display your expertise. And short videos are usually about a minute in length, so they're not too long. And if you can create 5 to 6 videos a day, you can keep pumping them out. You can get the feedback and then create new topics. Is that a valid strategy? Do you want to add something to it?
Honestly, sometimes it can be as short as 7 seconds reels.
Wow.
And sometimes you don't even have to talk. Like, you would show a different video, like a duet, right, and put some music over it, and to get an idea across to your audience. You know what I mean? And you would put yourself like a stitch right here and tell them, look here, and that's it. You wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I
This is
remember the time when reaction videos were a big thing on YouTube. People were making literally thousands of dollars a month just having their face react to something that's going on. I think is that's still happening on TikTok, isn't it?
it's happening on TikTok. It's happening with YouTube Shorts as well. It's happening on Instagram Reels. Yeah, it's happening.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. I should watch more short videos. I spend too much time coding, but that's a great tip. That's a great tip. Thanks, Firas, for taking out time. I know you had a busy schedule all with the launch and on, and you still agreed to get talking, and you still agreed to appear on the podcast and talk to our audience. I really appreciate that, and thanks for the solid tips, especially about being out there creating a video a day. It's a commitment, guys, but like he said, if you can make that commitment for 6 weeks, you will definitely see an audience building up. And I can tell you the same. Now, honestly, I have had this channel for some years now. I was not creating any content on it, but just about 2 years ago, I hired a small team to to create some content on it, and I just left them be. I didn't bother them at all. I didn't spend time on monitoring or scheduling or thinking about what to create. They just worked on it consistently, and over time this has grown to 40,000 subscribers in a very, very competitive, very, very strong niche. The digital marketing niche is one of the most competitive ones, and also the one of the most paying ones. So that's a pretty good thing. So consistency can take over. 6 weeks is not a bad deal. If you're able to see this sprouts emerge in 6 weeks, it can go anywhere. If you're able to do this for a long time and you're able to find a niche and a system, or build videos that connect with people, right?
It becomes exciting as well, man. Honestly, like, the more you would not think about any other business anymore aside from pumping out content, because it's really exciting when you get a lot of followers, people that trust you. You can help them out. You can offer them something that will help them as well, and you'll make money as well. Sitting at home, being home, like, basically with your family.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Guys, take this away from Firas. Get into the game. You're gonna get passionate about it if you get over the initial hump, the hesitance and the shyness. Once you get over it, you're gonna have fun. So make some videos, put them out, and if you want to share with me, go ahead and put in the comments when you tell me about what you create, and maybe I will send it to Firas and he can give you some tips too.
And sorry, one more thing. You mentioned about you actually hiring a small team. Now they don't have to hire any team because Viral Dashboard is their team.
Absolutely, yes, yeah, that's true. Viral Dashboard makes the publishing task very, very easy and it automates that. And I'm excited to use it myself. I'm gonna give it to my team and let them take a look and figure out what they can post using that. On that note,
Sounds good.
thanks again, Firas. Really had fun talking to you. And I hope to see you again with a new idea, with a new business model. Why not?
Anytime, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me just stop the recording now. All right, done. Thank you.